Another disclaimer here is when I did this video about Multiversus, it was before it was revealed on November 18th, 2021. So this going to be a two-parter. So for this one is basically my thoughts on the rumored multiverse that people were talking about in the past. And of course, no surprise, it is true. I mean, the hints was already there when Hungry Box actually gave his thoughts and had some clips, supposedly leaks, and then Warner Brothers game basically blocked it. So, it's gonna be true, but of course, it is true. So for this disclaimer, in part one, I gave my thoughts on the rumor supposed to be. So, I recorded this somewhere like early November, if I remembered. So I was like guessing what it is, could be good and bad. And when I saw the trailer, I'm like, oh my gosh. So in that one, that's going to be part two, my thoughts about Multiversus. Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I too want to give my thoughts on this rumored / leak / it may be true. And that is apparently Warner Brothers Games is going to do their own version of a fighter platformer, or basically more to the extent a Super Smash Brothers / Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl fighting game. So a party brawler, platformer, party game, whatever you call it. You know, the architect of the Super Smash Brothers. Apparently this has been talked since September because there was a trademark from Warner Brothers game that said, well, the title is called Multiversus, which is a pun from multiverse and versus, because they're going to be fighting each other. And then apparently this game is going to be a tag team, and it's going to be mostly based on the melee mechanics and architect. And it's going to be, the characters are going to be Warner Brothers IP. So that's the key word there, Warner Brothers IP. So that's a lot. That's big, because the leak also showed some of the character on the list, such as Shaggy. Apparently he's going to be Ultra Instinct, which is based on a meme. We've been following that story. And of course, the Mortal Kombat animation movie. On the intro, there was Scorpion getting grabbed by Shaggy during Ultra Instinct. So you get the idea there. To Batman, Fred Flintstones, Tom and Jerry, and Johnny Bravo. So there's a Cartoon Network there. Batman representing DC. They're receiving Gandalf. So that's like a movie thing. That's like a family movie to some extent. Lord of the Ring. And they're receiving to some extent Harry Potter's and Ron. But apparently, according to this leak, there was some sort of kind of challenging issue, but I don't know what it is. But the biggest one here on the list that said was part of this main roster is Mad Max, a movie, a classic 80s movie, rated R. So you kind of see like the range of the IP. You got kids IP, teens IP, and with Mad Max, that's rated R movie there. So I'm like, wow. So my guess is if this is true, it's going to be a T-rated game, and you can do a lot. You can even do a lot of this that, the choices could be never ending if they do this right. So I saw Hungry Box video about it. He was interested about it, and some other people. Could it be a Smash Brother killer or competitive? Because they did say before that Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl is like an alternative. It is good, but it's not there due to the budget. Apparently for this one, because Warner Brothers Games is handling the budget, so they're big. And then there's also the leak that said that NetherRealm was doing this, but apparently I read this on Event Hub that Jeff Grubb, which is a leaker insider, said, no, it's not NetherRealm, it's someone else, or it's co-production. Who knows? But the bottom line is, apparently to some extent, this is real, because the rumor of the leak is when more people talk about it throughout the weeks, months, whatever, chances are it could be true. It could be true. I mean, another example sort of related to the IP to some extent is TNT Dramas, AEW Wrestling, AEW Dynamite. There was a rumor, of course, you've been following that wrestling, organization that both CM Punk and Bryan Danielson is going to be in AEW. And people say, it's a rumor, it's not true. And then a lot more people talk about it. They keep talking about it. There's been hints, there have been rumor, there have been sort of conspiracy, whatever. And then all suddenly, CM Punk did go to AEW. And then later on in a pay-per-view, All Out, Bryan Danielson. So again, like I said, if the rumor has been talked about again and again and again, chances are the rumor could be true. So no different than this. So if more people keep talking about it, apparently I just heard this now, credit to Event Hub, but again, if it's true, that's going to be interesting. Like I said, the problem with PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale is the lack of characters in it. They wanted the best of the best. They couldn't. So with the case with Multiversus and WB Games handling the IP, because again, it's a Warner Brothers IP. Whether it's a video game or movies, cartoon, whatever, multimedia, the roster is going to be limitless, right? They say that you can have to some extent. Again, Warner Brothers own anything, you want to put it in, boom, you can put in Bugs Bunny fighting against Yogi Bear. Maybe they'll put Yogi Bear, sort of the Bugs Bunny of Hanna-Barbera. Space Ghost. There was a cartoon from Batman Brave the Bold that Batman team up with Space Ghost. Could be, again, Adult Swim also could be here. Hungry Box said it. Frylock, Meatwad, Master Shake, whatever. And people even want it because if you watch Space Jam, The New Legacy, Rick and Morty, again, Adult Swim that owns by Warner Bros. Because again, Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, TBS, TNT. There's even more. I can't think of anymore. As long as they're under the Warner Brother intellect property, it's everything. You can, like I said, even in TNT, AEW, you can, I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. You can even put in the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. Maybe Kenny Omega, finally in a video game that's beside the AEW wrestling game. The Young Buck, again, the Elites. Adam Cole in this one, in the Party Brawler. Imagine that. Let's see. I can't think of other IP. Like I said, there's a lot. Any Warner Brother movie, like they said, Mad Max. Well, the key thing is if you have HBO Max, to some extent, anything that made by Warner Brothers Studio, chances are it could be in this Multiversus game. So again, it is interesting. So thoughts about it is, like Hungry Box said, if Warner Brother Games, the publisher, does this right, could be, to some extent, sort of a rival to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, because that game is all about celebration of video games. Not only Nintendo, there's a lot of third-party characters there. Terry, Kazuya, Sephiroth, Steve, Banjo-Kazooie, Hero, Joker, Sora. I mean, granted it's Square Enix, but it's also Disney. There you go. The only Disney representative in Smash Bros. Ultimate, there's Sora. While in Multiversus, again, if done right, you can get Bugs Bunny, a rival to Mickey Mouse to some extent. Like I said, Brack, Space Ghost, Flintstone, Hanna-Barbera, Looney Tunes, Rated R movie, even video game, Mortal Kombat. Like you can put in Scorpion, maybe Lego Dimension, Chase McClain. What else? The Midway Kid in the Midway pack on Lego Dimension. I mean, like I said, I can ramble to a lot of roster who can be in, as long as they're under the WB IP and that's no hurdles anywhere. Imagine that. So that's going to be interesting. But again, like I said before, gotta be good, gotta make sense, gameplay has to be good, and you gotta have a lot of content. The problem with PlayStation Battle Royale, it did not. To some extent, I just forgot about this. Cartoon Network Explosive, that was supposed to be their party game. That sort of failed because it was only Cartoon Network. But if one of the lists said Johnny Bravo, then they can have more Cartoon Network characters. You can have the Powerpuff Girl. You can have Ed, Ed, and Eddie. to some extent. Steven KO, whatever that kid. Captain Planet. Oh my gosh, Teen Titan Go, finally, the goofy Teen Titan. Again, DC, we got Justice League, Young Justice, Teen Titan. Heck, even, I'm just going to throw in here, CW, you can put in Stephen Amell's Green Arrow. Let's see, what else? Heck, you know what, just for shits and giggle, why not just put in Stephen Amell as part of AEW? Because, you know, he's a good friend of Cody Rhodes. See, you kind of see what I'm getting at here for the possibility. Heck, even Big Chungus. Even Big Chungus also. Yeah, that's going to be interesting. And for people wondering, where did that idea come from of a multiverse of Warner Brothers IP? Well, apparently it started with first the Shaggy Ultra Instinct meme that went to the Mortal Kombat anime intro. And then apparently another idea is the Space Jam New Legacy with LeBron James. So remember in that movie it has a lot of Warner Brother IP. There was the Flintstones, Thundercats, Animaniacs, King Kong, the Iron Giant. Again, there you go. And now I just thought of that. Thundercats Roar, Animaniacs. That was like, wow. I mean, imagine that. Imagine that. So, yeah, that's the other idea they said. So, apparently, possibility that the boss could be Algae Rhythm, Don Sheen. I mean, the movie itself was so-so, but imagine you could play Don Sheen as Algorithm, the badass basketball player, because, you know, he's a cheater. Why not? Heck, they can even put in LeBron James if they allowed it. I mean, Warner Brothers has the money. They have good people to negotiate. Why not? I mean, if you can play that free-to-play Space Jam for the Xbox, which is really not that good, sorry. Heck, imagine putting LeBron James in Multiversus. Space Jam. He represents Space Jam with the basketball. Okay, so there you go, my thoughts. Interesting, but right now it's a leak, rumor, that possibly true, and probably not even going to be announced until 2022 there. And the best part here is if they do the online good, netcode rollback, that would be good. Multi-platform, especially PC. There you go. Even so, the Smash Brothers is good and it sold a lot. As people who grew up with Nintendo were buying the Switch. It's only in the Switch. Online kind of suck, but we'll just have to wait and see. It's probably not going to be a while if it's true. But again, it's rumor. So with that, I'll see you guys later.